Can I tell you a secret? Jon Gruden is not about to coach your piddly little college football team, okay? Apparently no one knows this. Fans all across the country getting a tizzy, wondering if they'll be able to get Gruden to take over their program. The answer for you? Hell no, you can't.
Why wouldn't somebody want to work here? We have excellent facilities and all kinds of tradition, and your city don't have a dot.
That's right, I said can't. But we go through this all the time. I'm like, at some point, y'all gonna realize he's not coming. Hey, 3 of the top 5 jobs in the country, Florida, USC, and Ohio State, had openings in the last 3 years. Notre Dame, too. I'm not saying all those schools wanted Jon Gruden. I'm saying that that's about like the only schools that Jon Gruden would want. Gruden? Still doing Monday Night Football. But you think he's coming to your forlorn location because your facilities are the bomb? These folks at Arkansas, they tell me like, there's no reason we can't win 9 or 10 games every year. Yeah, it is, man. Y'all in Arkansas. That's the same reason you're going to have a hard time getting Jon Gruden. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Arkansas. I'm just saying it's in Arkansas. And that's only really close to Arkansas. It's like Arkansas didn't even border anything. It's just there. And they think Jon Gruden's like, hey, I think I'm going to move my family to Arkansas. People don't do that. Knoxville, Tennessee, it's in the same category. Nah, that's not what this is going to be. Come on, man. We go through this every year. Job comes open. Team is interested in Gruden. Gruden's interested right back. Team is sure they've got him. Then they start talking about money, and Gruden starts plotting on a raise. From the job he's got, that is. The thing with Tennessee, God bless him, his wife's a cheerleader, and that wife thing has more pull than you realize. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know what she does for a living, but unless she makes a lot more money than I'm assuming, she's a passenger along for this ride on this decision that we're talking about with Jon Gruden. Why? He's not about to leave that good-ass job to move to your little small town. It'll take a good-ass job to make you leave a good-ass job, and the good-ass job ain't in Fayetteville, Arkansas. No disrespect. When's the last time someone left a good-ass job to move off in the cut for a gig with "you're fired" written all over it? All these fans in all these places, well, can we get Jon Gruden? Well, do you think we can get Jon Gruden? Hey, I feel like we should get Jon Gruden. And he does, dude, it's gone the same way every offseason. Oh, it gets close. Oh, it gets close. Oh, it gets close. Jon Gruden gets raised. Trust me, he's got a good-ass job. I know that because I got a good-ass job. And his pays more is only for a few months and gives him fantastic exposure. Going back to coaching, that just might mean getting exposed. I will say this, though. He worked for Al Davis. Now, we can't forget that about Jon Gruden. Jon Gruden won a lot of games working for Al Davis. Like Auburn's the one that needs to be calling Jon Gruden. They got that crazy money class that controls everything. Jon Gruden's looking at them like, oh, that ain't nothing. I worked for Al Davis. You may not know this, but Gruden's last postseason win was Super Bowl 37. Yeah, 2003. Almost 10 years ago. He is the only guy that you could think would survive the madness that is Auburn. He's the only one because he made it to Al Davis. And those film sessions with Gruden, the real ones aren't on television, and they won't be as long as Disney's signing the checks. Like, he's joking on these dudes. That's the one thing about the QB camp. This kids be sitting there like, hey, man, I just met you 15 minutes ago. Give it up, folks. If Gruden comes back to coaching, it'll be to the NFL. The bright side, though, you might not want him as bad as you think. Hey, man, I really don't think that people understand, dude, this TV thing, that is the goodest of good-ass jobs. Like, that's it. Like, people are like, oh, it's this, it's that. It's sitting around talking and letting other people watch. You know how you know it's a good-ass job? You ever think that Jeff Van Gundy would be this pleasant when he was a head coach? This good-ass job got Jeff Van Gundy stretching out, showing off his comedic chops.